What is up, Jokers? Joker722 here. I hope this video comes out well. So this is a little story time video, and this is the time I hooked an alligator. So, if you guys don't actually know about alligators, they're actually prehistoric animals, and they're highly aggressive. They're dominators, like dogs, but they're in waters. They outlive the dinosaur ages. So, a few months ago, back probably the end of the school year, around March, not March, around March, April, May, something like that, we had an alligator that was roaming our lake. It was just in our backyard lake, and it was just hanging out there. It was not a huge one. It was like a 6 foot. If you guys say it's huge, it didn't look huge. Not as the size of a 10 foot. But this one was kind of like medium sized. He's probably as big as my dresser. If you guys don't see, he's probably as big as that dresser, so he wasn't that huge. If he was huge, he'll be probably the size of my bed. So now you see the difference. My bed is bigger, mine is small. So this happened a few months ago. This alligator was hanging out all the way out in the water. I was trying to go fishing, and this alligator kept following me every spot I went to. It wasn't attacking me, but he was kind of bothering me. I don't know if he was just trying to. I don't know if he was just being curious at what I was doing, because sometimes alligators are inquisitive. So this alligator was kind of curious of what I was doing. So I was just casting out a little bit because I was trying to catch something. You guys can see, I'm a big fisherman. You've seen my Instagram photos. So I always go fishing, and I was trying to catch something, but the alligator was right there. I didn't want to move. This was my favorite spot. He was far out anyway. I didn't think I would hit him. So you probably already know what's gonna happen when I see this. So basically, I threw my hook a few times. The next time, I threw it on top of the alligator. This was actually real. This is true. This can happen to anyone. I threw it on top of the alligator by accident, and the alligator got ticked off, and he pulled it underwater. I basically hooked an alligator from there, but it wasn't for long. I was trying to get it out, but when I got it out, my line was snapped. And of course, I would know. I thought sometimes the alligator would just let go of it. This alligator was probably strong enough to take it off. And this alligator was very strong. He was. So after I took it off, it snapped, and the alligator still moved on. He didn't care at all. He was probably a little annoyed, but he didn't come up to me at all. He was just gone. But this was months ago. That's my story of how I hooked an alligator. Yeah. But this alligator that's in my backyard now is gone. People have told me that I haven't seen it in a while. People have told me the reason why is because they trapped him or something. They got him trapped or something, and they released him back in the Everglades. So he's released. Well, he's back with his family. So this was a very crazy story. I didn't actually pull it on land, but I hooked an alligator. And this is crazy because I've never done this before. I hope I never see myself doing that again. I hope I never go through that again, hooking an alligator. You guys can see my Instagram photo. Like my shirt? Yeah. So don't ever do what I did. If you see, because I couldn't have walked away. I couldn't have walked away from that spot and go to a different spot. But have you ever seen an alligator outside of your backyard and it's hanging out in the spot you usually go fishing? Move to a different spot. Don't do what I did, because I didn't mean to do that. But don't waste your lure on trying to cast out, and then you accidentally hit the alligator and he pulls it down. Because that can happen. Alligators can just pull anything and break it. You can't beat a giant dragon like that. You can't beat a dinosaur. Okay. So that's it for this video, Jokers. That's a story time video. So bye, Jokers. Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram.